Hey guys, it's towards the end of my abduction. I'm about to be sent home, which is going to be a breakup with Mark that I feel. It's all a happy ending. I was abducted the whole time. I keep my original family, but I say goodbye to Ashley and Jordan around this point. This is my chest with a shirt on after my top surgery. No matter how wonky it feels, here, see, this is like it going in as a crease. Where I am not wearing a chest binder. I am like totally flat. As my history, there's still cleavage there, which really bothers me. Where I have a very painful plate in my foot, and it really kind of hurts as the plate. It's kind of a blackout. It hurting, but it hurts. Where I have to dice up my projects with the Herwells and their mother, who are now going to be separate families that I returned home to from the abduction. Because I don't have one-off families, because I'm actually a totem house. I was just never Isaac or the Binding of Isaac. That was just something I woke up in as resides, and it was very scary for me. So it was still with them when this her well. So the history of it is it was just like a scary event that copied the Bible a lot. It was like a famous photography plague I got caught up in. Oh my God, my mother tried to kill me, and it wasn't any of my real mothers, but a separate mother that it was, don't worry about it. It never technically happened because it was all resides. It just kind of was erased. But oh my God, it would have been Miss Farwell and not my mother, Susan Cohen. So here's the thing. I am on my own in a shitty apartment with tan walls, and I can't stay here, and they know they can't keep taking care of me, so I've been in contact with Child Protective Services, and I've been in contact with the FBI and CIA, and they said that this has been an abduction called the Adam Walsh abduction, and I just need to be kind of rescued home now. There's a cookout tomorrow at a barbecue for church. I'm not going to be taping. I'm going to be taping in the spirit world. It's Mark's church, and then they're going to have their Jesus ceremony and everything. Um, and it's going to be great. The crucifixion, bowing to Christ. That's everybody but me there. Not that we're crucifying Jesus. Clearly, we are not doing that. Like we really just put him on a stick. Uh, no, it's church. It's like the Jesus sex cult that everybody's heard about. Church. It's really weird, but I'm going tomorrow to church. I've been listening to Chinese music and found at ChineseProducers.com, so that's gonna be a history, and we sold all our fates in the civil ways ritual, and it still keeps egging on, and I just want it to be over, and I don't know why it's egging on. And so, um, yeah, that's everything. Morgan had to sell his fate of being Squidward tentacles and being a fat chaser over sour cream. I don't know what Morgan was up to, but when we left, I was kind of running away to Battle Brew every single day where we left my abduction, where you're going to see this right when I'm rescued. So this video has been posted to be, by the time you see this, I will be rescued from my abduction, and it will not air until then. But where I was gone the whole time on my time travel trip was I was abducted in a kidnapping. That's my shoe. That's my shoe over there. I was abducted in a kidnapping with like a lot of supernatural things where I made Lance Laser, who I am not, but it was gonna be, and then it turned out to be a bitch at an undercut and like all these other crazy things. And so I just agreed it should not be me as the voice bank, but she can sound close to me, so can that Chinese bank from older clips of my voice and their older gen Reikis. I founded out, I created the group, uh, Outward Disco or Otherworldly Disco. I don't know. It's something like that. And I produced a few albums for them. They signed a contract with me, so I produced for them. And then I produced for Sing and Jordan Girls, which are Morning Crest to my brother Jordan Cohen. And I now say goodbye permanently to my big brother and my little sister, and I hopefully get new siblings soon. I return home to my mom because I was the only one who was her kid. They were both her siblings, and it's just kind of like a lot of things, but I was kind of on my own in a shitty apartment that's very cold. Honestly, it's extremely cold, even though it's on warm settings. And I just kind of had to deal with that, and that's where I've been gone these past 2 weeks, with now an archive of videos from my abduction that you can only find on a playlist that you would watch called the Adam Herwell Abduction, because I'm going to save Adam Walsh to be a different abduction of a different day. This is going to all have been the Adam Herwell Abduction, but Adam Walsh is still just my name for that. And it's kind of that I built a lot of mourning crest to my family's with a very scary ending of Hork-Bajir regarding my brother and sister. So it's just kind of because people think Hork-Bajir are the fun, funky dinosaurs around England. No, that is a huge cover up. They are pig spiders. They are pig spiders, and my sister and my brother ended up going through a phase of them in the end that, while they still outgrew, still haunted me forever, and they never became their AI, which is the only people I kept in contact with. So I guess that's everything. It now hurts to wear a shirt. I have breast cancer, but it is passing and it is going to heal, and I'm just not going to get diagnosed in real life. But I still want to try to get diagnosed with the Herwells, and it was just prevented from my deifications. So I have spells and rituals, and the religions say stuff about them, and I'm not allowed to change fate. And that's, well, I'm allowed to change fate, but I'm not allowed to change the fate of the fact that I can't be diagnosed with cancer from rituals I've done. So yeah, I just kind of go home now, and hopefully it'll stop hurting to wear a shirt. And I was taken care of by Midsummer Quilt Pavilion the whole time as Dioynsus Elric I'm just not Dionysus Frost. That stays Bacchus, the god. And he is kind of a cool guy, but like, oh my god, never having been me. So, yeah, I guess that's everything. I am now about to leave my abduction, and by the time you watch this, I will be rescued home from that abduction, which is just going to be a move in instead of a shitty apartment with my mom. Yeah. I still have to get my plate removed. I still have a few days, but oh my god, by the time you see this, I'm rescued. So I'll see you, and if you never see it, that'll be scary. Bye.